Hi, welcome to this episode of APS EdTech Bytes. Today, I want to share with you about the big ideas lessons that you can find inside your Class Dojo account. I want you to know that along with this video, I'm also going to offer two resources. One is going to be a single one-pager that just goes over these lessons and reminds you how you can get to them and then use them in your class. But then there's also this slide deck that contains snippets of information about each of the categories and more information on how you can use them. When we click on our Big Ideas button here, we're able to find the Big Ideas website. This is where all of these mini lessons are located. ClassDojo partnered with a few different organizations to create these Big Ideas lessons, essentially to help support social emotional learning and growth mindset within the classroom. There are a couple different sections. The first one is social emotional learning. Each of these topics has its own series of videos. And as you watch that series of videos, sort of like a season of a show, the ideas build on each other, and students will be able to learn about these specific topics through those videos and activities. So we have ideas about conundrums. Conundrums are activities. They're actually engaging activities that students can explore different ideas, creative thinking, problem solving, all within this fun world of Class Dojo and the monsters and the characters from Class Dojo. So there's a few different conundrums here. You could click on it to view more. You can read about it here. You can download the worksheet that goes along with this activity, and then you could click Start. And for any of these Big Ideas lessons, it's always going to start with something to watch, a video for you and your students to share and watch together on your Promethean board, or maybe you send it out to each student's Chromebook for us to watch together. And there's always going to be guided discussion questions. It might just be one or it might be a few. And then there's always an opportunity for you to share this with parents. So a link to post it directly onto your class story and Class Dojo so that parents have an idea of what their student learned about in class and can continue the conversations at home. If there is some sort of discussion guide or worksheet that goes along with it, it will be included in your share post as well, so that there's lots of transparency for parents. You also have other SEL topics like growth mindset, perseverance. You have lessons on empathy, gratitude, mindfulness, moods and attitudes, big challenges, respect, and positive thinking. So a variety of ways to support SEL learning in your classroom. It would be great to incorporate these videos during class meeting or during your SEL schedule time if you have that in your master schedule. Then there's a few sections for you as a teacher. So there's two sections here, share student classwork and getting started with Class Dojo, that are resources for you as a teacher. This third one here, class story cards. These are actually ideas and templates for you to use in your portfolio inside of Class Dojo, for you to have your students create something and then be able to share it out with families or other people. So for example, the monster puzzle is an activity where you can share this with on your class story, and your students will be able to interact with it. There are lots of fun activities in here. Some of them are themed around holidays or national days like World Peace Day, or celebrating how to say goodbye, maybe the end of the year, school's out activity. Lots of ideas in here. These are all things you can assign to your students and have them work on asynchronously, maybe at home with their family, or even as an activity to do during class time. The last section in Big Ideas is creativity. And there's just one topic in here now. It's called storytelling. The idea of this video series is that it actually walks students through how to create a story from the beginning to the end. So there's creating a character activity, creating a place and setting, creating obstacles, problems, things that their characters need to solve, and then of course how to create an ending. So if you were to start this activity with your class, it could be an introductory activity to your writing block. You would be able to watch the video. You would discuss, have some different questions here that you could discuss as a class, And then there's a take action. So this is where you would kind of start to brainstorm the ideas and apply the learnings from the video. And then, of course, you can then share this activity with families so that they have an idea of what their students were working on too. Big ideas lessons are really great ways for you to bring SEL and creativity, critical thinking, problem solving into your classroom in small, manageable, bite-sized pieces. You can watch these videos all together and have the discussion and leave it at that. You could extend that learning and maybe apply it to other activities. You could incorporate this into your Genius Hour or maybe into some of your team building activities. You could have students create projects based on what they learn in these big idea lessons. There's so many ways that you can use this. I hope this is helpful to you. Let me know if you'd like to see anything else about Class Dojo.